Welcome to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Henigin, where we're going to cast and blast you right out of this world with some of the best hunting and fishing stories that you can't even imagine.
And that is the truth. This is Fish Hunt Talk Radio. I'm Mark the engineer. We've got Frank Selby on the line with us. And, you know, Frank, it seems like everybody you talk to is planning some kind of like a spring fishing trip or something like that. So let's put together a Get Ready for Spring Fishing show this week. What do you think, bud?
That is a perfect idea.
Yeah?
And we have the best three around.
So we've got a bunch of guides that we're going to have on the show today, and they'll be explaining, you know, how to put your trip together, maybe what it's going to cost, how it works, just the whole deal. Now, who do we have lined up for today, Frank?
Okay, first off, from Nevada, Arlo.
Yeah.
And he will be talking about all the rivers plus Pyramid Lake. And then we have Mike Call, second guest, and he's from Wyoming.
Okay.
And my favorite buddy, Joey, he's from New Mexico. And Mike Call has been a friend of mine for over 16 years, and you're going to love it.
He's a good man, huh?
A great man.
Now, is he still working with the Two Rivers Fishing? Do we know?
Yes, I think he still is. He still guides up there.
Okay, so we'll find out for sure then.
Yeah, and he teaches for the FFF, or the FFI now.
Yeah. And I understand he's got a new occupation that he's going to be telling us about, too. So we've got some good stuff to look forward to.
Yes, and I'm down here at the Fred Hall show.
What?
Yeah.
What you doing down there?
We're doing it live from the Fred Hall.
Love it, love it.
And I'm on the tanks every day.
Yeah.
The bass tank and the saltwater tank. So we've got a great show today.
Oh, it's going to be good. We're gonna kind of lead up to our break right now, and we're going to be bringing Arlo Townsend out of Reno, Nevada, on the line. So hang in there, Frank. We're going to be coming back. Don't go anywhere.
The Soft Science footbed absorbs the shock of pounding waves, engine vibration, and even rocky terrain. Soft Science shoes are roomy and relaxed, and they drain and dry quickly. Check out the Soft Science Fin fishing shoes and boots and the Fin H2O for kayaking and canoeing. They're lightweight, slip-resistant, and won't mark your deck. See the new styles for men and women and get your pair on at softscience.com.
It's time for you to take a real fun adventure. Join a hosted fishing adventure to Alaska or Baja with the staff of Fish Talk Radio. Real Fun Adventures can book you on any adventure you desire. Bring your fishing friends or meet new ones. Fish Talk Radio gets the best deals from our sponsors to give you the best possible price. Real Fun trips are inclusive, easy, no-worry packages to the most popular fish grounds. Trips start around $600. Go to REELFunadventures.com.
If you are still using a plastic hard-shell cooler, things have changed for the better. AO coolers are lighter with twice the efficiency of the traditional bulky coolers. AO coolers are the best available soft-sided cooler with 3/4-inch high-density closed-cell foam insulation. They will keep ice frozen for 24 hours in hot weather. Easy to carry, less space, it fits product inside for better performance. Go to aocoolers.com to order or find a retailer. Available at West Marine.
With a long pedigree, the Selby brand today offers the very best equipment modern technology can provide. Started in Europe, Selby is now providing quality fly fishing gear in the USA. Waders, clothing, rods, reels, fly lines, bags, and innovative new accessories. Enjoy your sport and leisure time more than ever. The affordable value of Selby makes it available to everyone. Go to snowbee-usa.com.
Have you noticed the changes in Google lately? Did anybody line you out? You can't fake it anymore. They know who said it first, who said it best, who said it the most, who is the most popular, and that just happens to be me since the late 80s, which means that I can put up a page, a post, or a website, optimize it properly, spread it around to 22 million people, and put you on top of your results pages for your chosen searches basically overnight. WhiteMountainBusiness.com. Don't want to wait that long? Already have a website that you thought was optimized and doesn't rank anywhere? I can fix that too. Maybe you don't want to wait. Maybe you just want to call me. 928-228-9228. That's 928-228-9228. I've done it for literally thousands, and I can do it for you.
Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Henigin.
And John Henigin is on assignment, so we've got the man himself, Frank Selby. Take it away, Frank.
Yes. Today, first off, is Arlo. Hey, how about giving us your website and everything?
Sure. It's arlosflyfishing.com. Easy as that. Arlo Townsend is the name. I run Arlo's Fly Fishing Services here in Reno, Nevada, cater to the Reno, Tahoe area, and guide people on the Truckee River and Pyramid Lake throughout the entire year. There's some fishing to be had throughout the entire year around us.
And what do we have on the menu for spring here?
Oh, Pyramid Lake is in its peak position in the springtime. So from now up until June at least, there's some really great fishing to be had out at Pyramid Lake for the biggest cutthroat in the world. It's an awesome place. Pretty easy fishery. It gets a bit of traffic these days, but I'd hit it on a weekday if it's possible for you. But it's got the biggest cutthroat in the world out there, and it's a really fun place to fish. Really fun place to fish with your friends.
Yeah, my buddy's up there right now. Yesterday he got about an 8-pounder, and he texted me and sent me a picture. So I know Pyramid's fishing really good.
Yeah, you'll have to give him a congratulations for me. Yeah, it's a pretty special place. Pyramid probably gives anglers their best shot at a 20-pound trout here in North America at the moment.
Yeah, it's been really excellent for the last few years. Anybody that wants to go, they better give you a call now.
Yeah, as soon as possible. All the contact info for me is up on my website. That's, again, arlosflyfishing.com. Phone number and email is there to give me a call. But, yes, definitely have a pretty packed calendar out there. The sooner you can call and try to get on the schedule, the better.
Yeah. Well, what kind of
beyond? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say above and beyond Pyramid Lake. If the lake isn't your thing, the Truckee River also fishes quite well in the spring. It can have some high water due to the snow melt off up on Donner Pass, but we still know how to catch fish in the high water on the Truckee River too. Guide both sides of we guide both in California and Nevada on the Truckee River, and it has brown trout and rainbow trout, not the cutthroat trout in it, but it's a spectacular fishery on its own.
Yeah, I've fished the Truckee a few times. I love it. I like fishing browns just before dark.
That's a good time to get after them.
So if they were coming up to fish Pyramid, what flies would you recommend, or what would you recommend?
Right now we're fishing Pyramid Lake with an assortment of midges and what we call balanced leeches. One of my favorite midges out there is called the Patriot Midge. It's a red, white, and blue after the colors of our country. It does really well out at the lake, and it's a fun fly to fish. And then I'd say a black balanced leech is a pretty good fly to have on the end of your leader at the moment as well.
Yeah, what size?
Oh, the balanced leeches, I'd go with a size 8 to 10. In the Patriot midge, I'd go from a size 10 to a 14.
Okay. And one more. When you go into Pyramid, there's not very many places to stay, so where would you recommend them to stay?
You want to stay, I would recommend staying in Reno if you're going to go fish Pyramid Lake. Reno has some pretty affordable rates as far as our hotels. The casinos offer a good place to stay and a lot of nighttime entertainment. If you don't like the casinos, we have about every Holiday Inn and chain hotel business in the book as well. Reno offers, again, it's affordable to stay in Reno, and it's a short 40, 50-minute drive up to the lake from Reno. So a lot of options to stay, but easiest to base out of Reno when you're fishing the lake.
Yeah. I said when I come down here to the Fred Hall show, I always stay at the Marriott because I'm treated like a king. I think everybody is, but it just makes you feel better. You think you're special.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So I've learned a long time ago, all the guides usually know the best place to keep your clients happy. So I always ask just.
Yeah. I suppose a lot of my clients, they enjoy staying at the Whitney Peak Hotel downtown. It's in the mix of the downtown casinos, but is an outdoor themed hotel down there in the mix of the gambling and drinking and smoking that goes on down there. It's a smoke-free, gambling-free hotel downtown. And then another nice stay is the Grand Sierra Resort. It's a easy location, nice, easy place to get in and out of, and puts you right in the center of things.
Well, one more question I need to get out. Like if somebody wants to fish Pyramid, like usually they want to fish a couple of days. You can go up for how many days can you get up to Pyramid and fish?
How many days? Well, the season for trout closes at the end of June, but the fishing really drops off after, I'd say, the third week of May. So you have up until then, if you want to give yourself a good shot at catching a big fish out of Pyramid, I'd give yourself at least 2 days to fish it. Is that what you're asking?
Yes, and that's exactly like. Will you stay up 2 or 3 or 4 days?
Oh yeah, it's not a place that I camp. So after each day of fishing, you would come back to town and meet up the next morning and head out. But anybody who wants to fish with me, I make it as easy as possible for them. I take care of all their gear. Meet up in a convenient place with them in the morning, whether that be at their hotel or out at the lake, and take care of all their flies, their fly rods, their waders, their boots, make it as easy as possible for people just to show up and fish. Okay, one more question. What's your guide per day, per person? Sure. So I offer full and half-day trips. The full-day trip with me for 1 or 2 anglers is $400 a day. A half-day trip for 1 or 2 anglers is $300. If I can take up to 5 people out at Pyramid Lake, and so every angler after 2 is an extra $100 on each of those.
Yeah.
I don't know if
do you have ladders?
Pricing confusing. I do have ladders. We've on occasion fish off of step ladders out of Pyramid Lake. Kind of a unique tool the Pyramid angler has in his toolbox.
Yeah, I know. The only trouble with that, I freeze when I like to fish Pyramid.
Yeah. You know, you don't need a ladder to fish Pyramid Lake, but plenty of ladders are seen out there. I'm the old-fashioned guy. I like to work down the lake and just throw.
Hey, fellas, this is Mark back in the studio. We're just about out of time, but Arlo, go ahead and repeat your website, phone number, whatever you'd like to give. Got about 10 seconds.
Sure, it's arlosflyfishing.com, and phone number is 775-997-4883. 775-997-4883.
And people,
thank you so much.
They fly into Reno, and you basically supply everything they're going to need. Did I hear that correctly?
You got it.
Wow, that's a pretty good deal.
I got everything you need to fish. All you need to do really with me is show up.
Well, that's pretty simple. Thank you so much for being on with us, Arlo. We're going to take a break right now. We'll be back with Frank and Michael Call, so please stay with us.
All for the dream of the fishing. I wait to find it was all a dream of mine. And back to work on Monday's my condition. Yeah, back to work on Monday's my condition.
The East Cape of Baja, Mexico is world famous for sport fishing. Dorado, tuna, wahoo, marlin, sailfish, roosterfish, and pargo. The Van Wormer Resorts make dreams come true at a price all can afford. Hotel Palmas de Cortez, Playa del Sol, and Hotel Punta Colorado have the biggest and best sport fishing fleet in all of Mexico. Call toll-free to 877-777-TUNA to find out how affordable world-class fishing can be. The finest resorts and the best boats in East Cape. Call 877-777-TUNA.
Vagabundos Del Mar Boat and Travel Club has 42 years experience introducing RVers to the joys of Mexico. Specializing in Baja, Vagabundos leads caravans and sponsors fishing tournaments, trailer boat cruises, and weekend getaways in Mexico and the West. Vagabundos Del Mar also saves its 10,000 members tons of money on low-cost auto insurance. Stay up to date on Mexican travel with the printed newsletter online at vagabundos.com or call 800-474-BAJA.
The road stretches for miles in front of you, and with the Ram 1500, you'll be able to reach mile after open mile. It gets a best-in-class 25 miles per gallon highway, so your destination won't just be determined by your gas gauge, but by your gauge for achievement. And the Ram 1500 is the first ever back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Guts, glory, Ram. See your local Ram dealer today for great deals. EPA estimated 25 mpg highway based on V6 4x2.
With a long pedigree, the Selby brand today offers the very best equipment modern technology can provide. Started in Europe, Selby is now providing quality fly fishing gear in the USA. Waders, clothing, rods, reels, fly lines, bags, and innovative new accessories. Enjoy your sport and leisure time more than ever. The affordable value of Selby makes it available to everyone. Go to snowbee-usa.com.
A full-service fly shop, His and Her Fly Fishing, offers FFI-certified international fly fishing instructor and guide service with Frank Selby. Listen to Frank as host of FishHuntTalkRadio.com or listen live Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Time on Sirius XM Radio Channel 211. Custom flies are handmade to your order in-house in Newport Beach. Fishing in Mexico, Belize, Florida, or the Rockies, Frank and the staff will deliver exactly what you need. Flies and gear. Google His and Her Fly Fishing.
Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Henigin.
And we've got John Henigin on assignment, but on the telephone, Frank Selby. Go ahead, Frank.
Yes, this is a very good friend of mine, Mike Call. We've known each other a lot of years, and he is in Wyoming. Wyoming. I forgot the name of the town.
Pinedale, Frank.
Yeah, I know. It was there, but it didn't come out. And would you tell them how to get a hold of you if they want to come up to Pinedale and fish with you?
Yeah, you bet, Frank. And let me explain a little bit where Pinedale is geographically here in Wyoming. We're about 70 miles south and east of Jackson Hole and Yellowstone Park. We're at the foot of the Wind River Mountains, which is part of the Great Rocky Mountain chain there, the Continental Divide. And our primary waters up here around Pinedale are the Green River and New Fork River. We're at the head of the Green River, where it comes out of Green River Lake. So that's geographically where we are. And I'm affiliated with the Two Rivers Fishing Company here in Pinedale. I owned it for several years and have turned it over to some young entrepreneurs. One of my guide managers is running the shop. And you can find them on info2riversfishing.com, or the phone number out here is area code 307-367-4131. So that's kind of where we're located and how to get in touch with us, Frank.
Yeah, and what's the best time? What's the best place to fish this time of year?
This time of year, we're doing most of it through the ice.
Yeah.
we're located about 7,200 feet here at the foot of the Wind River Mountains, and we have a lot of snow. We've got a really good snowpack, average, maybe a little above, and all of the lakes that we have are frozen over. So we'll start looking, though, for some, the river will open up, the rivers, probably in another couple of weeks, and we can get some float fishing done on those rivers, but we can. Like I say, the best time to come out would be in about 4 weeks. We get a hiatus, about the end of April, first part of May. We get some good fishing on the Green and New Fork rivers before the runoff starts. All of our streams out here are freestone or free-flowing, so we're subject to a runoff, usually starting around, the middle of May through the middle of June. That's when the water gets pretty doggone high. So, like I say, but we're kind of in between the ice fishing and being able to get on our major rivers, but we are.
Yeah. And so if somebody wanted to call you and set up a trip and ask for you, what is the normal charge anymore up there?
Okay,
for a
the
day?
float trips run about $495 for a day trip. We've got a lot of private leases, as you remember, Frank, on private ranches for wade fishing. They run about $425 for two individuals. Accommodations, Pinedale, small town, it's only 2,000 people, but we have some really nice accommodations. A couple of nice lodges here and some really first-class motels. And you're looking at probably about $90 to $125 a night for lodging here.
Well, I know the last time I was up there, everything was perfect. We had runoff, but the fishing was still good.
Yeah, and we can fish, particularly the large Green River. We fish portions of it even during the runoff. We fish it from where it heads here at Green River Lakes. We fish all the way down to about the Flaming Gorge Reservoir. And so we have some stretches that we can get on early. And as a matter of fact, up above where it comes out of the lakes, it clears up there earlier. And we can get some really good fishing in the end of June, first part of July, up high. And it's a good opportunities for some nice streamer fishing through that period, but it is. Probably our prime time for fly fishing out here on most of our streams is from about the first or second week in July through the middle week of September. That's our prime season. That's when the water is the best, and it's good. We get some good surface action in late July and August, particularly when the hoppers come out. So that's the prime time, but it would be.
Yeah. Well, I don't care what time I get up there as long as I get to fish with you.
Well, I tell you what, we'd love to have you, and I'm getting pretty crowded the month of July. So if you're going to plan your trip, get in touch with me as soon as you can. But we've got a fine core of guides at Two Rivers Fishing Company. A lot of people, probably oldest hand there, obviously. I've been fishing professionally here for 20 years. I grew up in this area. I started fishing here when I was 8 years old. I won't tell you how many years that is. So my granddad.
Yeah, you do. I'll shoot you.
So I'm pretty well familiar with the area and do a lot of weight fishing and instruction. We've got a fly fishing school, and we like to help people get started into fly fishing, but we do.
You're still the FFI Federation of Fly Fishing International.
I'm a certified casting instructor here, and specialize kind of in novices and youngsters and young ladies. We like to get them involved in the sport, but we sure do. I'm branching out a little bit, Frank. As I told you, I started a new business on the side, private land fishery consultant. So I'm all the experience I've here over the years, I've been helping people with fishable water on their property to develop the fishing water a little bit and to establish and sustain a good fishery there. I work a lot with some of the real estate companies that deal with live water properties. And I conduct assessments of the fishability on the places. So I'm kind of doing that a little bit now and letting the young guys do a lot of the guiding.
Yeah. Well, I know why you're doing that, so you can go out and fish their water and tell them what they need to do.
You saw right through that, didn't you, Frank? It's a dirty
of course.
Job, but
I was going to ask you for a job.
You can't conduct an assessment unless you fish the water, Frank.
That's right.
But I'm kind of enjoying doing that now. It's something I've done for about several years here with a lot of landowners, and now I'm just I have more time to do some of that since I turned the shop over to the other folks there.
Yeah. Well, I know that when you sold it, you had the best guides in that area.
Yeah, and we still do. The whole guide corps is part of this. The new. They just changed the name of the company. Basically, it's still the same operation, and it moved across the street to a little bigger building. We have expanded the retail there. And it's really a nice setup. And, the younger kids, they're all interfaced with the media, and they're doing a great job. We really this is the second year we've run it. Last year was very successful. So we're happy, and I'm delighted. Now when I guide, I get paid. When you're the owner, you don't get paid till the end of the year, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're lucky. I know how that goes still. Yeah, my shop is doing okay, so for another couple of years I might think about retiring.
Yeah, well, I thought I'd retire, but it just difficult to do. And you've got good clients there. They come to your shop for your fly tying classes and your outings. And once you build that clientele, you kind of have to stay with them. That's what I'm doing, is guiding mostly my old clients that I've had for years now.
Yeah, that's the same here. I try not to take too many new ones, but I'm always willing once in a while to take a new person out.
Well, yeah, and the teaching part of it is where I enjoy that now. But I really do to get. We run a lot of classes for novices, as I said before. So that keeps me busy.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing, is when you can take a new person out and they catch a big fish. I think it's better than me catching my biggest fish sometimes.
Well, yeah, the return you get, and you know it over the years as a guide, is having people really enjoy the sport and have some fun with it and stay with it. That is a great paycheck in itself, but it is. Yeah. That kind of. But we'd love to have you folks come out and fish with us, and your audience there, if they need more information, why, they certainly can get us hold of us there at the shop. The number I gave you, or my cell number, if they need to contact me directly, is area code 307-231-1169. I'll be happy to provide them some more information as well.
I appreciate that. Mark, do you have any questions for him?
Well, I just want to make sure that we've given out all this information. It's tworiversfishing.com. Is that correct, Mike?
Info, tworiversfishing.com.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll get you right up on the website. But
okay.
It will, Mark.
And one of the phone numbers was 307-367-4131.
Correct.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a pretty good deal, and they're just going to come up there. You're going to show them what they need to know and have a great fishing experience.
Exactly, and in a beautiful part of the country. We're not overrun. We still haven't been totally found yet, so you can get out on the water and not feel crowded. Most people like solitude with fly fishing, and we certainly can offer that on our stream.
Well, that is good to hear. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Thanks so much, Mike Call, out of Wyoming, and we'll be back with Frank Selby, so don't go anywhere.
A few years ago, a sailor set out to design a boat shoe that was comfortable and stable, non-skid, and wouldn't mark the decks. Today, these incredibly comfortable shoes are worn by anglers, boaters, professional guides, and charter captains. Go to softscience.com to see more. Soft Science shoes and boots are lightweight and shock absorbent with just the right level of support. Several styles come in all sizes. Enjoy the Soft Science shoe in the water and out. Check them out at softscience.com.
It's time for you to take a real fun adventure. Join a hosted fishing adventure to Alaska or Baja with the staff of Fish Talk Radio. Real Fun Adventures can book you on any adventure you desire. Bring your fishing friends or meet new ones. Fish Talk Radio gets the best deals from our sponsors to give you the best possible price. Real Fun trips are inclusive, easy, no-worry packages to the most popular fish grounds. Trips start around $600. Go to REELfunadventures.com.
Alaskan RV Butler. Guiding, fishing, hiking, sightseeing, adventure. The Alaskan RV Butler. Like a cruise on wheels in the comfort of an RV, view the wonders of Alaskan interior, streams, ocean, and wildlife. Or fish for the big one, all while pampered by Mike, the Alaskan RV Butler. Mike's inclusive tours serve butter-drenched shellfish and mouth-watering steaks. Mike is your personal chef, chauffeur, guide, and planner. And for the real Alaska, contact Mike RV Butler at gmail.com. That's Mike RV Butler at gmail.com. A full-service fly shop, His and Her Fly Fishing, offers FFI certified international fly fishing instructor and guide service with Frank Selby. Listen to Frank as host of FishHuntTalkRadio.com or listen live Saturdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Time on Sirius XM Radio Channel 211. Custom flies are handmade to your order in-house in Newport Beach. Fishing in Mexico, Belize, Florida, or the Rockies, Frank and the staff will deliver exactly what you need. Flies and gear. Google His and Her Fly Fishing.
Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Henigin.
And we've got Frank Selby on the line. He's at the Fred Hall Show, but he took some time out to talk with us. So go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, we've got a really special guest on, Joy from New Mexico, and we have a lot of fun. And I want Joy to, right off the bat, give your website, your phone number, and all that. Okay, Joy?
You bet. The website is www.blueyonderflyfishing.com, and our phone number is 575-779-9002.
And what's your favorite rivers to fish there in New Mexico?
Oh, man. The main ones.
I'll put you on the spot.
Yeah, we use the Rio Costilla a lot. It's a Rio Grande cutthroat fishery, so that makes it pretty special here in New Mexico. Do a lot of work on the Rio de los Pinos and the Cimarron. And as far as my personal fishing, I really love to fish the Vermejo River over at Vermejo Park Ranch. It's a private operation, but that's where one of my best friends works, and that's one of my absolute favorite places to fish. And, of course, the San Juan. You can't beat the San Juan, although it's got a little bit crowded these days.
Well, all the rivers are getting really crowded anymore. We're getting a lot more fly fishermen and all over, so in one way it's good, in one way it's bad. I shouldn't have said that on the air, but I guided out of West for years, and I guide out of California. So what's the best time for them to come up and book with you?
Well, our main season, I would probably have to say, is May through October. It slows down. We do fish 365 days a year, but it slows down November on through April. But May through October is our main season. My favorite time really is September and October out here. It's not hot. It's not cold. The leaves are turning. Everything's pretty. Kids are back in school. The crowds are less, and the fishing's great. I mean, generally able to fish dry flies. So that's always fantastic.
Hey, as long as I'm fishing on a river and I can't see anybody either way, I'm the most happiest camper in the world.
You and me are birds of the same feather, I'm afraid. That's how I feel.
But, I do love to get, like, a young person in catching his first fish. I think it's more fun than if I caught the biggest fish that year.
I couldn't agree more. We're, in fact, our operation is, we kind of have an emphasis on beginners. I mean, of course, we take care of everybody, but we're very, very, very beginner friendly. And, I personally, I almost prefer to teach beginners. There's nothing quite like getting somebody on their first fish, whether it's a kid or a 60-year-old man,
They're all fun, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
So if somebody wanted to come up at a certain time, how much leeway would you say they need to book ahead of time?
Well, I mean, it's as far ahead as you can is always advantageous, but we don't require, my operation, we don't require advance notice. If you want to, you call me the day of, if I've got a guide available or I'm available, we're going fishing. There's no doubt about that. But it's always advantageous to book ahead of time. But it's definitely not required with my operation. And I don't do deposits. I've been guiding 30 plus years, and I just have always found that kind of, unnecessary. I think I've had maybe 3 or 4 no shows in all those years. So
I beat you. I've only had 2.
Well, there you go. See, that's my example. That's why I just think it's just a ridiculous inconvenience, and it's really unnecessary, So we try to make it as easy as possible to book a trip with us, and our in addition to my operation, we're all inclusive. We provide everything. Really all you need to go fishing with us is a license. And so that's
okay.
That caters.
Are there do you have some good hotels or around
Taos,
there?
I'm here in Taos, New Mexico, and there's really good affordable lodging. It is kind of a tourist hot spot, and so they have high season and low season. Certainly in October the prices are a little bit better than in June and July. But we have a full complement of lodging, from Airbnbs to bed and breakfast. There's a lot of bed and breakfast here in Taos, some fantastic ones, as well as hotels and motels. We got El Monte Sagrado, which is a very high-end hotel, all the way down to, Super 8. We can take care of anybody's needs for sure.
I've used the Super 8 quite a few times. I like their breakfast.
Yep, me too. Me too.
I'm not cheap, but I really like to come and walk down the hall, grab my breakfast, and have it, and then run out and go start fishing at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you for sure.
So, if say somebody wanted to come in September, what part of September would you recommend, the first or the end?
Oh, the whole month, but honestly, to be specific, probably from about the middle of September on. Yeah. That's pretty much, we have pretty spectacular, aspen groves here in northern New Mexico, and so the colors can be just incredible. And so that's about when they're starting to get, kind of sexy, as I like to say. It just can just be beautiful. So that's a really good time to combine, because we, most of the rivers I fish are an hour or less, so there is a little bit of, we do have a little drive time, and so there's some really pretty scenery, and so that's the part I really like about the fall.
Yeah, when them aspens start turning yellow, it is something beautiful to see.
Yeah, it's spectacular. We have some huge ones here in the Sangre de Cristos. It really is.
Hey, Mark, you're not butting in much today. You got any questions?
I'm totally listening. It's been so interesting today to hear how these guys work, what they offer, what they charge. I don't know, Joey, could you tell us generally what you charge for a day or two of guiding?
Oh, sure. That's not a problem. Our price point is a little bit lower than everybody. We, just and in addition to supply and everything, like I said, we supply rod, reels, waders, flies, leader, tippet, literally everything. And general rundown: one person half day is $200. And on half days, we only go up in $25 increments, up to 3. So 2 people is $225, and 3 people is $250. And then any anglers above that are $45. So 4 people be $295, and that's a fantastic price point, especially comparatively here in the area. For a full day, which 6 to 8 hours, and of course we provide lunch. Full day, one person is $280, and 2 people is $325, and 3 people is $375, and then it's $45 for each additional angler after that.
Okay.
So that's and like I said, again, not to beat a dead horse, but that includes everything, rod, reel, waders, flies, leader, tippet.
And do you provide transportation to the site, or do you kind of like folks to take their own car so they can see the scenery?
Either or.
Okay.
Either or. In fact, that's a great question, actually, Mark. A lot of times on half days, I try to recommend people to follow us, because that way, when we're all done, they're kind of freed up to do whatever they want. See the sights or take a cruise, whatever they want to do, or even fish a little more. A lot of times, if I'm doing a teaching a half day, I'll let them keep the rods and the waders and stuff, and stay on the water a couple more hours once our half day is up. And so, we're real flexible on that kind of thing, and that way they can stay up there and fish.
So they can kind of practice what they learned then.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. So. Yeah, I generally am always pretty open about leaving stuff with them and letting them continue fishing without me in their ear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But but like we definitely I pick everybody up at their hotel. We pick them up and drop them back off wherever they're staying if they want to ride with me. Certainly, when I only have one person, I pick them up at the hotel and drop them back off.
Sure.
And that's that seems to be appreciated.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
So they could probably just go to your website, blueyonderflyfishing.com, and get all this information right there in one spot.
Absolutely. And And we're real open about sharing information too. You know, if somebody's not necessarily looking for a guide, that they just want to talk fishing and get a little information, we don't have any secrets. We're happy to help as far as that goes anytime.
Well, let's do our little recap. It's blueyonderflyfishing.com. And give us that phone number again, too, Joey.
It's 575-779-9002.
Okay, is that direct to you, or does that just go to the company? Or
that's direct to me.
Okay.
Hey, Joey, one more question, real quick.
Make it real quick, Frank. Real quick.
Oh, will you be able to come back on in September? I'd love to have you on again.
Great idea.
Absolutely, of course.
Okay, I'll call you in September.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joy. And we're going to take another quick break and be back with Frank Selby. Stay tuned.
I would rather be fishing,
The Soft Science footbed absorbs the shock of pounding waves, engine vibration, and even rocky terrain. Soft Science shoes are roomy and relaxed, and they drain and dry quickly. Check out the Soft Science Fin fishing shoes and boots and the Fin H2O for kayaking and canoeing. They're lightweight, slip-resistant, and won't mark your deck. See the new styles for men and women and get your pair on at softscience.com. Used by fishermen who know where to get the best fishing gear around, AFTCO makes the highest quality fishing rod components worldwide. If it says AFTCO, you know you have a quality rod. Guy Harvey Clothing, the best outdoor clothing line anywhere, is also available through AFTCO. Longest lasting, functional, and best looking clothing you'll be proud to wear. Only the very best materials and workmanship. As soon as you put it on, you'll know the difference. Look for AFTCO at quality retailers or go to aftco.com. Great news! You can now watch Grizz's shows wherever you are, whenever you want, on all your mobile devices. Download the Grizz Channel app today. Enjoy an adventure during that boring wait at the doctor's office. Or while you're sitting at the airport waiting for your next flight. Just go to your phone, tablet, or even Kindle App Store or iTunes and download it today. And when you get home, you can watch the Grizz on your big screen on Roku. Catch the Grizz next adventure today.
Have you noticed the changes in Google lately? Did anybody line you out? You can't fake it anymore. They know who said it first, who said it best, who said it the most, who is the most popular, and that just happens to be me since the late 80s, which means that I can put up a page, a post, or a website, optimize it properly, spread it around to 22 million people, and put you on top of your results pages for your chosen searches basically overnight. WhiteMountainBusiness.com. Don't want to wait that long? Already have a website that you thought was optimized and doesn't rank anywhere? I can fix that too. Maybe you don't want to wait. Maybe you just want to call me. 928-228-9228. That's 928-228-9228. I've done it for literally thousands, and I can do it for you.
Welcome back to Fish Talk Hunt Radio with John Henigin.
And welcome back, everybody. Hope you've had a good time listening to the show today. On the line from the Fred Hall Show, we've got Frank Selby. Go ahead, Frank.
Oh, yes. I'm down here at the Fred Hall Show. I'm doing shows every day on the saltwater tank and the bass tank. So if you're in the area, we're at Del Mar racetrack, and it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
You could get in. Children are free. Adults They charge, I think, $18, but it's worth it. There's something for everybody to do. And tonight I'm sneaking back across the street to the Marriott where I feel like a king. I mean it. They're the nicest people in the world. You're right across the street from the racetrack, the Del Mar track.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Wow.
And if you ever want to come down, watch the races, or come down and the Fred Hall show, you can call ahead at the Marriott across the street. You'll have a ball.
And that's the place to stay, huh?
Yeah, it is. I really enjoy it. The people are great. The connoisseur always knows where I can get my best bottle.
Wow.
I like really good cognac.
There you go. And you're giving fly casting demonstrations and lessons over at the show?
Yes, we do. Les will be here today doing the casting. I'll be on the bass tank at 4 o'clock. I'll be on the saltwater tank today, tomorrow. I think on the saltwater tank, I'm at 2:30 on Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, I don't know. But on the bass tank, I'm 4:30 every day.
Okay, all right.
And there's so much to do for there's a lot of free things you can do for the kids. You can catch your trout. You can do almost anything you want here. They have a little bit of everything for sport. And next year, one of my buddies at the radio show is coming down. If I have to drive up to Santa Barbara and pick him and his wife up and make them come down.
Okay, cool. Well, let's recap
big
our
house,
show.
So you can sit out and have a drink and watch the ocean if you don't want to come to the show.
Oh, that sounds hard.
Yeah, that's a hard life. But, Mark, you have pulled me out so many times, and I appreciate it. John appreciate it. And I hope everybody comes and sees us at the Fred Hall show.
Well, sure. Hey, let's talk about our Fish Hunt Talk show that we just did, Frank. First of all, we had Arlo in from Reno, Nevada. These are all fishing guides, and the whole idea was to have a get ready for spring fishing show so that you can find out how to contact these guides, what's involved, what it costs, when you should go, and I think it worked out pretty good, didn't you, Frank?
I think it worked out excellent. I had two of the really good friends on the show today.
That would be one of them's Mike
Arlo,
Call out of Wyoming, right?
And Mike Call.
Yeah.
Both of them. And New Mexico, Joy, I don't know that well, but my wife does, and he was excellent, in my opinion.
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy, too. You know, it was interesting to hear, and he said he likes to kind of zero in on beginners and get them up and going in the right way, so I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well... And I want to we all need to thank you.
Oh, hey, buddy, nothing to it. You know, we're just having fun talking what we like to do. You know that.
Yeah. So I have to run like hell. I got a show at 2:35.
Okay, buddy, get back to work. And we're thinking that John Henigin is going to be back next week. So hopefully everybody's going to tune in and listen to us. This is Fish Hunt Talk Radio. FishHuntTalkRadio.com.